guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. So today I am going to be doing my February favorites. So that's kind of all the introduction it needs. Like there's not a lot to say. I have been kind of trying out some new things. I've been incorporating some more healthy things into my life. I'm trying to watch my weight, not lose weight per se. But I am trying to become healthier. So some of these things are things that I'm using in my daily routine now to help with that, as well as just some things that I'm kind of obsessed with right now. So first things first, I want to talk about my oil diffuser. I just recently got it and I'm obsessed with it. It's on my nightstand, so I wasn't gonna like unplug it and do all of that kind of stuff. So it is back there, it's where it always is, but I did want to talk about some of my favorite essential oils that I have been diffusing in it. I do buy the brand doTERRA, mainly because my cousin sells it, or she is one of their representatives, so that's how that works. But I really like to diffuse eucalyptus recently. Can you see that? Okay. Eucalyptus recently, just because everybody is getting sick, and for me personally, eucalyptus really helps kind of clearing out my sinuses, so I have been loving diffusing that. And then Balance is another one that I love, and it's a grounding blend, and if I've had a really stressful day, I really like to come home and just diffuse that, and it kind of sends a calm over me, but it doesn't make me tired, kind of like lavender does, so that's why I stick with that one. And then the other one is a combination of 3, and it's grapefruit, peppermint, and lemon, and these I will diffuse while I'm in here doing homework or studying or trying to just get a bunch of stuff done, because it kind of keeps me focused and it keeps me energized, and I'm able to push through the rest of the things that I have to do. So I have been loving my oil diffuser, which is on my nightstand, but these are some of my favorite ones that I am using right now to diffuse. Okay, so the next section, I guess, that I want to talk about is beauty things. There's not a ton of them, it's just 3. But the first thing is this Innisfree fresh cream with green tea. Is that even focusing? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a beauty vlogger. I don't. But yeah, no, sorry. It's fresh cream. It's a moisturizing gel, and I absolutely love it. I use an emulsion before I use my next thing, which is my jade roller that I've had for 3 weeks now, I think, and I absolutely love it. So I use it after I use my emulsion, which is like a lighter moisturizer, and I really just kind of get that in there, and then I go in with my thick cream gel moisturizer thing from Innisfree, which, if you don't know what Innisfree is, it is a Korean skincare brand that I fell in love with while I was studying abroad in Korea, and so I've actually made an online purchase and ordered a couple of more things, but this is the thing that has just stood out to me, and I absolutely love it. And this I actually just got off of Amazon, and I do love it. I use the little one for under my eyes and kind of here on my nose, and the big one for all over my face, but I absolutely love this. So this is a great combination skincare thing that I have been doing. My other one I have to be really careful with because my younger sister broke the lid. Hey, she broke it straight off. So I have to be super careful with this one. But it's the Love Beauty and Planet coconut water and mimosa flower, and it's the Volume and Bounty shampoo. I don't know, is this working? Tell me that I'm horrible at this, because I know I am. It's okay. You guys can be brutally honest. But I absolutely love this. I have very thin hair, and typically with volumizing shampoos, I've noticed that my hair gets really greasy. And so I was like, well, I can't really use the volumizing stuff because then my hair gets really greasy. And with it being so thin, when it gets greasy, it like just, it goes really flat. Like it just does not work. But this one, I tell you, my lid is throwing me off. This one, I have not had that problem with. It does not make my hair greasy. It does not make my hair heavy, which is like the opposite of what volumizing is supposed to do. But my hair is very light and very thin, light in color wise, not like light as like a feather, but like it is. But with a light hair color and it being thin, you have to be really careful with what kind of shampoos you use. And this one I have fallen in love with, and it will be part of my rotation of shampoos. So the next section is health things. There's not a ton, so like, you know, but like I said, I have been trying to take care of my body more, my mind more with my oils, which also helps my mind, but my skin as well. But this is just something that I've added into my daily routine to kind of just help. And it's the Green Tea Complex Drops, and it really is, it's just a dropper. It looks super like gross, sorry. But I drop it in my water bottle, which I have a like knockoff Swell that I went on Amazon and I got like the straw lid for. So I drink a lot of it. Because you drink more water if you drink it from a straw. If you didn't know that tidbit, you know it now. But yes, so I've been adding 1 dropper of this into one of my water bottles a day. I'm not using it in every water. I'm not using it multiple times a day. 1 dropper in 1 water bottle. It tastes a little bitter and funky. You get used to it after you've been using it for a couple of days. But you get it at GNC. And I'm sure there are like other brands that you can find, but that's where I get mine from. And I don't know, I feel fuller faster. I feel more energized after I've had that water bottle. And it's great. I love it. The next, it sounds so funny. The next health item are these. They look funny. They're ankle weights. I have been doing kind of smaller, like in my room workouts. I am still very self-conscious about my body. So working out in a gym has not been like my first choice. So I've been starting slow and in my room and just doing kind of things. I have my yoga mat. But these have been a great addition to those workouts. I feel a lot stronger in my legs already after only using them for 2 weeks-ish. Sundays are like my cleaning days, my reset days. And I will put these on and just go up and down the stairs as I do laundry and as I clean. And I feel like I'm getting a better, I feel like I'm actually kind of working out while I'm getting other things done. So these have been a great addition to my already progressing workouts. Yes. The last thing is this. This is not particularly health for myself, but it's health for the environment. I don't know. But it is a travel silverware set. I have one in my purse, which is this one. I took it out of my purse. One in my backpack. And then I gave my mom one and I gave my sister one. The younger one. I only have 1 chopstick, so I don't know where the other one went. It's probably in my purse. But this is what it comes with when I bought them online. So it comes with the 3 bamboo silverware and the metal straw, and there's a cleaner, but I just keep the cleaner in the kitchen because I'll just come home at night and scrub it. I added the chopsticks because I eat a lot of noodles, but I don't know where the other one is at the moment. So yeah. But these are great. I've absolutely loved them. And now that I have this and I've been using this, I'm so much more aware of the amount. I just hit my nose. I'm so much more aware of the amount of really small pieces of plastic that I was using that I really don't need to be using. So I feel like if you incorporate small little things into your daily life, like these, you'll start to realize like just how much you're wasting. Like I know that there's so much stuff in my room and in my house that like it's you know what I mean, like it's just not great for the environment. There's waste, that kind of stuff. But this is just something small that I think everybody can do, and it's a great option, and it's super small and compact. So loving this right now. My second to last section are books, slash like reading books slash like a learning book. I am almost done with this book, but I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I read it because I am in college. It's kind of hard to like just spend hours reading, but I do try to take time every night and read, so it does take me a little bit longer during the semester to get through a book than it does like during the summer when we're on break. But I've been loving this book. It's American Like Me, and it's by America Ferrera, but it's got like a bunch of different essays from different people. Something is in there. I just think that this is fantastic, especially if you don't know a lot about the world. You're getting like a different perspective from each of these people, how like American culture affected their daily lives. But it's also great because it's men, it's women, it's older people, it's younger people. Everybody is represented here in this book, and it is a beautiful thing to witness. So I highly recommend it, and I praise America Ferrera for like coming up with this idea, well, like editing it together and like putting this out there for the world to see, because it is a beautiful, beautiful piece of history. The second book is not as like impactful, I guess you could say, but it's Stories Without Borders, and it's The Berlin Wall and the Making of a Global Iconic Event. This sounds kind of weird in the sense of like it's not like an entertaining book at all. It is like a I got it for a paper that I had to write on iconic events, and I was only planning on reading like the pieces that I needed, and then I fell in love with the book because there's so much amazing information on how media works, and by me, like I mean like the news media, and just like how much you're missing out. And I think that this is like how much you're not seeing and how much you're not understanding, and I think that this is a really cool book if you are interested in like communication studies and things like that. The last book that I have is even more of a learning book than the last one, but it is Korean Grammar and Use. If you don't know, I am trying to learn Korean. The book fell. I'm trying to learn Korean, and while I did take classes while I studied abroad in Korea, and I did get the beginning one, even though I do have like a basic comprehension of grammar, but I kind of wanted to restart and kind of go over what I already knew, see what I had missed, see what I didn't understand fully, and this book is super helpful. It's got tons of just, it's awesome, and it starts you right at the beginning of where you need to be, like the basic, and I have really enjoyed kind of relearning Korean, relearning what I did when I was in Korea, and just improving on it, and I think this is a great tool if you are trying to learn Korean. I do not know if like this like company does other languages. I'm sorry, they might. I can look, and if they do, I'll leave something in the description, but they do Korean, so handy dandy thing if you're trying to learn Korean. The last section is my phone. Not like actually my phone. I just got a notification for Carrie Rad's new video. Gotta love that. But there are two things on my phone that I have been loving this month. The first one is the Just Between, I don't even know if you can see that. Can you see that? Here you go. Look, I'm getting better at it already. But it's the Just Between Us podcast with Bailey Madison and her older sister, Caitlin Villasuso. I butchered that. I'm so sorry. It's not like you're ever gonna see this, so I don't really know why anyways. But they're both just so beautiful, like beautifully spoken. And they have such amazing guests on there. They've had Shane Mitchell, they've had Meghan Trainor, Chad Michael Murray was on there, and this beautifully well-spoken young girl, her name is Alex. She's been through so much in her life, but they shared such inspiring stories and just how to kind of become a better you and embrace who you are. And it's come at such a time in my life where I really needed it, so I definitely have been loving that. I listen to it in my car, I listen to it while I'm cleaning, all of it. And the last thing, if I can find it, there it is. The last thing is a playlist on Spotify, and it is the Celtic Music Instrumental. I do follow it. I can probably link it below. I don't know how that works, but I'll figure it out. I absolutely love this playlist for when I'm studying. I'm one of those people that can't really listen to like lyrical music when she's studying, because then I'll start to sing along, or I like do a little shimmy and like I start to dance and sing, and I'm not focusing on my studying. And I have a problem with listening to classical music for too long of a period of time, because then it starts to make me tired. But Celtic music is like upbeat enough to where it's doesn't do that, but it's still no lyrics and I can still like focus on my work. So I definitely recommend Celtic music if you've not tried it when you're studying. But those are all of my favorites for this month. I've been working on myself, if you couldn't tell, and just trying to incorporate things into my life that encourage me or make me feel better about my body, and not like self-conscious, but like make me feel like I'm actually doing something good for my body. And so that's kind of the theme of this month's favorites, if you couldn't tell. I do plan on doing these more often. I don't know if it's going to be an every month kind of favorites thing, or if it'll be like every other month. We'll see. But for this one, it is the February favorites. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I rambled. Sorry, it's who I am. It's what you get. If you're subscribed to this channel, you'll hear me ramble. But speaking of subscribing, you definitely should subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you here. Follow me on all of my social media. It will be linked below. Leave a comment with anything you want to tell me. If you've got ideas or suggestions or concerns, bring them my way. I look forward to reading them if I get any. But that's all I have for you guys today. So I hope you guys have a happy, happy day. Bye.